Hey guys, Khleif here. Today I want to talk about the power of affirmations and incantations. The most powerful force in the human psyche is for people to remain consistent with how they identify themselves. For example, someone says, "I'm a great father," or "I'm a great mother." The human psyche requires their words and actions to stay consistent with that declared identity. Something else that's important is that whatever you put the words "I am" in front of becomes your identity. I learned about incantations from my great mentor, Tony Robbins. Lots of people will talk about affirmations, but incantations are much different. Incantations are yelled out loud with emotional intensity and conviction. It's an incredibly powerful mental tool that'll transform your thought patterns and bring you into a new state of presence and being. You literally feel them on a cellular level. So who's the number one person you communicate with on a daily basis? Of course, it's yourself. If your thoughts revolve around negative thinking patterns, insecurities, fears, it's impossible to feel good about yourself and achieve your true potential. Take the first step and really listen to yourself. What are you saying on a daily basis? An incantation is a phrase or language pattern that's said out loud using energy and engaging your body. Incantations are one of the most powerful tools available for conditioning new beliefs, identity, and language patterns. Napoleon Hill called it autosuggestion. It's one of the most basic principles for taking advantage of the incredible power of your mind and maximizing your potential. Find or create a phrase that feels good to you and empowers you, and use it to take yourself to the next level. Use it to supercharge yourself or to cause you to focus on something you need to embody. Shout it out repeatedly during your next workout or whenever you want to change your state of mind. I do it when I'm running or in my exercise room. Do it, guys, and feel the power flow through your body and mind and spirit. And don't worry about who can hear you. Do it anyway. That's why most people will always be average, because they're not open to or willing to do whatever it takes to be a high performer. So incantations do have power. Words have power, especially words with emotional intensity. The words we speak to ourselves and others have an impact on the mind. These words will cause thought patterns to form in the mind and trigger the subconscious to work in ways that serve us, or if our words are negative, they hurt us. By creating incantations that contain words of power, words that mean something to you, they're emotionally charged, and combining them with a powerful voice and tone, that'll have a great influence on you when they're spoken. Speak in a loud, excited voice with powerful words that mean something to you, and you'll actually feel a chill run through your body. The hairs will stand up on the back of your neck and your arms, and your heart will beat faster, and your body will be charged with excitement and power. Incantations are a great way to condition your mind. Now, repetition causes the incantation to become a thought inside, so it becomes a habit. It needs to be said over and over again, as many days as possible, to literally become ingrained in your neurology. It's proven that if something is consistently done for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So creating and repeating and empowering incantations on literally a daily basis can and will have a powerful positive effect on you and others. Now, unfortunately, the opposite's also true. If you repeat a negative incantation to yourself or to someone else, every day, they'll begin to believe it. You'll begin to believe it. Example is telling somebody they're stupid or worthless, or saying it to yourself. It's going to obviously have a powerful negative impact on yourself or that person. So try creating your own positive incantations that you can repeat daily to yourself. Repeat them every morning, every night, especially before bed, because then it gets into your subconscious as you're laying and sleeping. One great strategy for coming up with affirmations for yourself or incantations is very simple. Write out any negative beliefs or phrases that are limiting you that you may regularly say to yourself. For example, you might say, "I don't have the time," or "I don't have the money," or "I'm too young," or "I'm too tired." One important thing to remember, though, is whatever you say "I am" to enough times is what you're going to become. So if you keep saying it to yourself, "I don't have the time," again and again, then that's going to be true for you. It'll become your new identity for yourself. Because your identity is a sum of beliefs about who you are. So replace those negative beliefs or phrases with something more positive and empowering. Oftentimes this is just the opposite of that old, crappy negative belief or phrase. For example, here's some positive replacements for the limiting beliefs, I just mentioned. "I have all the time in the world." Time's the only thing that's equal. We all have 24 hours in a day. I make time for whatever I'm committed to. I make the money for whatever I'm committed to. You know, I'm resourceful. I can always find a way to make more money. There's money all around me. Youth and energy is charisma. I have what everyone in the world wants. Youth is my strongest asset. I'm energetic and full of life. I can change my state and create energy in my body in an instant. By doing these 2 steps, you're going to come up with your own list of affirmations and incantations that can support your life. Now remember, anytime you catch yourself saying something, negative, limiting, or disempowering, use that as an opportunity to create a new affirmation or incantation. So if you have goals of being a huge success, be it in business or in multifamily real estate, then create an incantation that can support you with that. If you have goals of losing weight, then create an incantation for that. It really is that easy. If you look in my office or my exercise room, or even taped to my monitors, you're going to see things like, I am success. I am a business genius. I'm the best in the world at what I do. I am health and energy. I am determination, focus, and execution. God's wealth flows through me in avalanches of abundance. I'm the world's greatest husband. Remember, what you put I am in front of becomes your identity. And like the good book says, as you say it, so shall it be. So if you'd like a large list of my other incantations, feel free to click on the link on this video or below the video, and I'll make sure and send them to you. Guys, embrace the identity you want and need to be a huge success. I'm Khleif, and I'll see you at the top.